This is my disc destroyer. It's a mean little machine with one job, testing grinding discs. With so many grinding discs and countless reviews, it's hard to separate fact from fiction. This is where the disc destroyer comes in. It cuts through the noise, delivering real results. No bias, no sponsorships, just cold hard tests. Grinding discs can face a lot of real-world challenges, like high and low pressures, hot and cold materials, and of course, fast and slow speeds. This machine tests it all, so that we can finally find the truth in the reviews. Today I am testing the Diablo Steel Demon Type 29 flap disc, coming in at $11.97. This disc has mixed reviews, especially on how long it lasted. Some positive reviews said it cleans up welds and it's good for preparing any material. Another said that their rusty grate looked shiny and new after using the disc. The negative reviews said that the pads wore out way too quick, and another person said while using barely any pressure, the leading edge now is missing quite a bit of grit. So which reviews can actually be trusted here? Let's test them to find out. Each disc will be grinding this test bar to see how much it can remove within 20 minutes time. This will chart out its story and tell us exactly how this disc behaves based on how much material it removes at any given point. But if the disc stops effectively grinding the bar or just straight up disintegrates, the test is over. Let's begin. I started by barely using any pressure by using a 4-pound weight on my rig. This also approximately matches the weight of a grinder. So when the test started, it removed material at a steady rate and took off 4¼ inches of material until the spark stopped and amps dropped at just after 5 minutes, which told me that this disc wasn't grinding effectively anymore. While this result isn't looking too promising, a review did mention that it cleans up welds good, so let's preheat the test material to simulate grinding a hot weld. And when I did this, the disc performed even worse, grinding off a little more than 3 inches of the coupon in just over 5 minutes again. So what's going on? It looks like barely using any pressure makes these discs glaze and become ineffective at cutting anymore. Even turning the grinder speed down resulted in more or less of the same. This disc is a glazer. So will upping the pressure to 8 pounds finally give us a 5-star performance? When I began the cold test, it started off strong, cutting away material at a fast pace. But just before 10 minutes, after it had removed over 8 inches of material, I noticed the disc was not grinding off any more material. It had glazed once again and wore down much more than in the previous light pressure tests, experiencing a lot of wear and tear. Let's see how it would fare, grinding a hot weld at this pressure. I added the heat, and the Diablo took off 9 inches of material and again lasted just under 10 minutes. I had to stop the test because it had glazed over and stopped cutting. When I removed the coupon, I saw this disc had glazed once again. What it also looks like is that the outside edge of the disc wore at a faster rate than the rest of the disc. Grinding hot material gave it a moment to break in, but it ultimately did not prevent the disc from glazing. So were these reviews true? Based on the data, I would say it all comes down to how much pressure and heat you use. Negative reviews likely did not use enough pressure to get the most out of the disc before glazing. Using the disc like this, I can see how it would be a complete letdown. But with heavy pressure and some heat, like a hot weld, I can see why some reviewers walked away a satisfied customer. If you'd like to see the data I've collected for this disc, as well as the other discs in these tests, I've posted them at the Fireball forum, linked in the description. I'm going to keep posting more and more of these test videos, so stay tuned to find the truth in the reviews. And if you're wondering why I built the rig the way I did, how it works, and what it's all about, I have a video that goes into great detail that you should check out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.